Hello and welcome to the podcast for today. And we've got something new and exciting from Efe Ohwofasa. It's about using the voice of influence. Welcome, Efe.
Thank you, Martin. Good morning to you. How are you today?
We're all good here. Could you start then by telling us what the voice of influence is all about and what inspired you to create it?
The voice of influence is something that I've developed looking back to my journey, how I have evolved as an entrepreneur and using my story, my voice to make impacts and reach out to people. And in dealing with a lot of people, most especially professionals, experts, and entrepreneurs, and I see a lot of people living below their potential. A lot of people are not known for who they are. They are not sharing their story. And as a result of that, they are living below what they can do and how much they can earn with their expertise. People are trading time for money. I see a lot of people who have a good experience, a good expertise and life story, but they go and settle for less, quitting their ideal careers, quitting their business, going to 9-to-5 job, doing what they hate. And I think everybody has a voice and they can express their voice, share their story to make impact in the world. So that is the mission behind the voice of influence. How someone can stand out, attract clients, build their business and grow their career and become known in the industry.
And this is involved with your public speaking mentorship?
Yeah, I've had a lot of people in the recent month reaching out to me, asking me, if how did you get started? How do I get on stage to speak, to share my story? How do I turn it into business? How do I turn my passion into business? Going on stage. So these many questions made it my mission to help people who have the desire to step on stage, to share their story, make an impact, build a business around it, and make a greater influence in the world.
So did you personally experience a moment when speaking made a big difference in your career or business growth?
Public speaking skills saved my life. Public speaking skill make me to be who I am today. If I had not been privileged to be introduced or to discover public speaking, I don't know where I've been today, because public speaking helped me to find a passion that helped me to contribute and express who I am, and along the line, make connections, build my influence, build my authority, and make money in the process. And the truth be told, the way the life is going now, we have a lot of AI, artificial intelligence, social media. The noise is out there, a lot of distraction going on. And in the next few years, if you are not known, if you don't share your voice, you'll be left behind. And there is never a time in human history than now for you to build your personal brand, stand out by sharing your life lesson, by sharing your voice, sharing your story to differentiate yourself from the crowd so that you can build your personal brand and along the line be seen as an expert who can reach out to people and make a bigger impact in the crowded marketplace.
So you're going to make this available as a downloadable framework. So who do you think will benefit most from downloading it?
Well, before the download, I just want to go through what the voice of influence method is all about. The voice, I should say, is VOICE. It's an acronym that I've put together from my many years of experience and working with people. So the first part of the voice is the V stands for vision. You see, if you want to make an impact with your story, with your invoice, maybe you have an expertise, you are a business person, you are a professional, and you are tired of trading time for money. You're tired of not being heard, not being seen in your industry. You're not known. When you think about people, they don't think about you. When they look for what everybody thinks. So the first thing is the vision. The vision means you want to clarify your mission and also clarify your message and your market. So the vision is, who are you called to serve? What is your mission on this earth or in your industry? And what is your message? What is it you're helping people to do? And who is your market? So you need to figure out that. When you do that, that takes you to the next part of the voice, which is the O. This ownership. You want to own your story. You want to own your skills. And you want to own a stage. Because the problem is a lot of people don't believe in their story. And as a result, they don't share their story. And when you don't share your story, you don't get known, don't get seen, and you're not different from the market. So you want to find your story, own your story. This is your life experience. You have a story inside you. You have some skill set you've developed over the years. You want to own that skill set, and or you want to find the stage where you can share your story. You want to take ownership of it. And the third part of the voice method is the I, which is the impact. You want to craft your story in a way that it inspires people to want to connect with you. And as an expert, maybe you're on stage speaking, one of the things you could use to actually inspire people to want to connect with you is your story. Your story, you tell it in a way that it connects with your audience, it connects in the marketplace, and people identify with you and they raise their hand, they want to learn more with you. So you want the voice system is how you can craft your story to inspire people. And the third one is the C, which is your credibility. You want to establish your credibility by building proof of what you have done in the past. Success story you've achieved, things you've helped people to achieve in the past. Credibility is, do you have any certification? Have you helped anybody? Do you have any testimony? Do you have anything you've done in the past you want to share with the world, share on social media? And people begin to connect with you. They trust you because you establish yourself as an authority. And the E from the voice method is the expression. You want to express yourself. This is where come now. When you get on stage, how do you present a powerful talk, telling your story, sharing your message, and your market, which is the target audience, they connect with you. So the Voice of Influence program, it teaches people how to structure their presentation when they get on stage, how to build power, how to speak with power, clarity, and confidence, and connect to the audience. And with this voice method, when you put it in a logical way, it helps you to stand out in the marketplace and you become an authority. You build your business, you attract clients, you become an authority in your industry, and that you make money and live your dream life.
So do you think anyone can develop the voice of influence, or is it a natural talent for a select few?
It's for someone who is obsessed about making a difference in the world. Somebody who is tired of settling for less. If you're an entrepreneur, if you go now, we were talking about Richard Branson recently before we got on this call, talking about Richard Branson coming up with different ideas. Richard Branson is a well-known multi-billionaire, have a lot of business, but he come out to share his story. He talk about how and what he is doing with his business, how he evolved. He go out there, he's now writing books, going on podcasts, writing articles, doing a lot of things because he want to put himself out there. So if you're an entrepreneur, an expert in this day and age, there's never a time for you to start letting people know who you are, what's your story behind what you do. Share it with the world. Who are you called to serve? What is your message for the world? There's never a time in history to start sharing your story right now.
So what role does storytelling play in creating the influence through your voice?
Story, your personal story, it makes you to become authentic, and it helps you to build trust and credibility with strangers. And if you can build trust and credibility with strangers, it helps you to attract them for you to serve with your expertise. So when we talk about story here, we are not talking about your superpower story. The story that really influences people is there are three parts to the story. When you're on stage trying to share your voice, first of all, it's the pit moment. You want to talk about where have you been? What has been the pain, the struggle you've been through? What setbacks have you had that has led you to be doing what you are doing now? So when you talk about the pit moments, the pain you've gone through, the next stage is the breakthrough. The breakthrough is at what point, what event, what activity happened that made you to realize that, oh, you need to wake up from your pain. You need to stop making excuses, stop blaming people, stop blaming government, and you realize the reality of where you are now. At what point? What happened? What made that breakthrough to happen? Like for me, my breakthrough, when I share my story, was when I went to church and my pastor preached a message talking about the dignity of labor. And he said something that really got me to think in a different way. He said, there is something deep down within you that you need to look deep down within you to, there's something special about you. You need to think about that. What is that thing special about you? And that got me thinking. That made you to think, oh, I don't think I'm a victim of circumstances. There is something special about me. So that gave me a quest to look, who am I? What is special about me? And that thought got me introduced into personal development, whereby I now discover I need to learn how to set goals. I need to find my passion. I need to look for something I'm obsessed with. I need to find out what's my vision and mission in life. Then I discovered that I am called to make an impact in this world. And that got me become a professional speaker. That got me to become a professional coach and a mentor. I got trained, got certified. Now I do it as a business, and I'm happily married, doing what is it I love to do. So when I tell my story of a breakthrough, then the results, which is the third part of the story, is where are you now? Then you're gonna talk about the results. It could be you have a business, you make this amount of money, you do this, you talk about it. So if you tell the story in that 3 steps, pain, breakthrough, and result, this, you do it very well. It inspires the audience. They connect with you and they want to know more about you to work with you. And that's what story does.
So how does mastering this, basically a framework you built, how does it impact things like sales, partnerships, or brand authority?
It helps you in sales in the sense that when you are now seen as an authentic expert, somebody who connects and inspire audience with your story, with your message, with your voice, with your skill set, people want to do business with you. People want to reach out for you for help and expertise. And sales is all about being a solution to people, and people reaching out to you. I need your help. And they pay you money for them to assess your expertise and your skill set. So, like, for example, when you use the voice method to get on stage, either virtually on it, there must be something you do further by just speaking to people. You want to give people an opportunity to work with you further. Then that you now invite people to join, to come and buy something from you that will help them further. It could be inviting them to enroll into a program, inviting them to buy a product or a service, a book, being a mentor or a coach to them, inviting them into something which is an offer, which we can talk in our next training. So that really helps you to make sales easy.
Yeah, so it's vision, ownership, impact, credibility, very important, that, because if people can see that what you're saying and what you're doing is credible, that will bring them on board. Expression, that's the voice. So there's a lot there. So if listeners could remember just one key takeaway from today's conversation, Efe, what would you want it to be?
Is for them to, I just want to put it in a plan in a way that it will help them to become the voice of influence in the industry. The step number 1 is that you must know who they are, know why they are doing what they are doing. So you must understand yourself, your message, understand the audience and the objective you want to use to help your audience. Number 2, you must craft your core message. That is, you use your positioning story to craft a core message that will be useful and helpful to your market. And the third bit is that you must design the audience journey. That is, how can you connect with your audience? How can you connect with your market in the crowded marketplace? So if you do that in a logical way and you are very consistent putting yourself out there, it helps you to become the voice of influence, whereby you can build clients, grow your business, and become your industry, a leader in your industry.
So for those who want to get started, where can they access the Voice of Influence framework?
Good. I have a special thing, which is the Voice of Influence. I have it as a free download, something like that. So there's a link somewhere on this video or somewhere in the website, depends on where you are watching this video. click on the link somehow and download this voice of influence signature framework that you can use to understand your voice, increase your influence, and become an authority in your industry.
That's excellent. As always, Efe Ohwofasa, thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin.